where we indulge if pretending we could fold. My dad is still a soldier, I'll take it for. My mommy says I'm a miracle. Look at my face, says plain to see. Ever since the day don't control the umbilical cord. It's been clear this is weird for a miracle like me. My mommy says I'm a precious ballerina. She has never seen a clear ballerina. She says if I clean I have to cut down on the cream. But I'm a ballerina, so give me more cake.
That's Angela over here.
She is really more emotionally developed than her kids.
What a dear.
Honey, look at mommy.
It's a honey on your brother.
Stop, mommy, stop,
I
mother.
think he's late.
We'll take another.
Have you seen the school report? He's got a C on his report.
What?
We'll have to change his school. The teachers clearly falling short.
It's just delightful.
So that is insightful. Might she be a little brighter than her
Oh,
class?
yes, she's definitely a bond.
Take another look, lower it. Glory in this life.
Now my face says it's plain to see. Ever since the day you taught me the American
We're running from
you
your
play
brother.
it all the way as far as we'll take it on. Mommy says I'm a miracle. I'm as tiny and as shiny as a miracle. Isn't he all cynical? What isn't such a miracle? There's never been a miracle. A miracle, a miracle lasts. My mommy says I'm a lousy little worm. My daddy says I'm a bore. My mommy says I'm a jumped up little germ. That kids like me should be against the law. My daddy says I should learn to shut my pie hole. No one likes a smart mouth girl like me. Mom says I'm a good case for population control. Dad says I should watch more TV.
Yes, sir. That's right, sir. 155 brand new luxury cars, sir. Hang on.
Look at this. She's reading a book. That's not normal for a 5-year-old. I think she might be an idiot. Listen to this. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times.
Stop scaring your mother with that book, boy.
I'm a girl. She keeps trying to tell me stories, Harry. It's not normal for a girl like that to be all thinking.
I'm gonna have to call you straight back. I'm trying to pull off the biggest business deal of my life, and I have to deal with this.
What about me? I've got a whole house to take care of. Just doesn't walk away from sex, you know. You know what? I'm off to fix my roots and I shan't be talking to you for the rest of the evening.
But I'm going to make us rich.
How rich?
Very rich. Russian businessman. Very, very stupid. Your genius husband is going to sell 155 old bangers as brand new luxury cars.
But that's not fair. The cars will break down. What about the Russians?
Fair? Listen to the boy.
I'm a girl.
If it does not get you anywhere in life, you dick-headed twit brain, all I can say is thank heavens Michael inherited his old man's brains. Hey, son.
What? Cool. Well, I shall take the money when you earn it, and I shall spend it. Well, but I shall not enjoy it because of the despicable way you choose tonight.
It's your fault for stupid books and your stupid reading.
But that's not right.
You're going off to school in a few days, and I know your headmistress, Agatha Trunchbull. I told her a lot about you. Scary woman she is. Used to compete in the Olympics, throwing the hammer. Imagine what she's going to do to a little, horrible goblin like you, boy.
I'm a girl!
Off to bed, you bookworm.
Jack and Jill subsequent fall was inevitable. They never stood a chance, they were written that way. I wonder why they didn't just change their story. We're told we have to do what we are told, but surely sometimes you have to be a little bit naughty. Just because you find that life's not fair, it doesn't mean that you just have to grin and bear it. If you always take it on the chin and wear it, nothing will change. Even if you're little, you can do I love you. Mustn't let a little thing like that'll stop you. If you sit around and let them get on top of you, might as well be saying you think that it's okay, and that's not right. And if it's not right, you have to put it right. But nobody else is on board it right for me. Nobody but me is gonna change my story. Sometimes you have to be a little bit naughty. Platinum blonde hair, extra strong, keep out of reach of children. What about its hair tonic? For men. Yep.
In business, son, a man's greatest asset is his head. Good head means good brain.
Your hair is... it's green.
My head's green.
Why on earth would you do that?
Maybe you used some of Mummy's peroxide by mistake.
That's exactly what you've done, you stupid man.
My head. My lovely head. Got my business here with the Russians. What am I going to do?
I know what you could do.
What?
You could pretend you're enough.
What are you talking about, you fool? The boy's a loony.
Mom, would you like to hear a story?
Don't be disgusting. The sooner you're off to that school, the better.
Matilda, what a pleasure to see you here in the library again.
Yes, my mom wanted me to stay home with her, but I think it's good for grown-ups to have their own space.
Your parents must be so proud to have a girl as clever as you. And do you tell them stories like you tell me? Oh, I love your stories, Matilda. That's a hint, by the way.
Once upon a time, the two greatest sailors, an anthropologist and an acrobat, fell in love and got married.
They performed some of the most incredible feats together, and people would come from miles around. Kings, queens, celebrities, and astronauts, and not just because they so skilled, but also their love for one another.
Which was so deep, it was said that cats would purr as they passed, and dogs would weep with joy.
They moved into a beautiful old house, and although they loved each other, they were sad.
We have everything, everything. What's the one thing
We do not have a child.
The sadness overwhelmed them, and their work became the only place they could escape the tragedy of their lives. So they decided to perform the most dangerous feat ever known to man. It was called
The burning woman hurling through the air. in her hair. Over sharks and smoking objects, caught by men locked in cage. And it is the most dangerous thing ever known to man.
It is our destiny.
Well, what happens next?
I don't know yet. I'll tell you tomorrow. Bye, Miss Phelps.
After your first day of school.
My daddy says I'm a special little girl. I am a princess and I am a prince. Mom says I'm an angel. Mom says I'm an angel.
So if you're able to survive this mess by being a prince or a princess, you will soon see there's no escaping tragedy. And even if you put in heaps of effort, you're just wasting energy. Cause your life after is ancient history. I have suffered in this jail, I've been trapped inside this cage for ages, this prison cell. But if I try, I can remember back before my life had ended, when my happy days were over, before I first heard the pealing of the bell. I was curious, so innocent I asked 1,000 questions, but unless you want to sample, listen up and I'll teach you. I'm here to you listen here, my dear, you'll be punished severely if you step out of line. If you cry, if you don't, you should say I will show it and remember to be extremely careful. Why? Did you hear what she said? Just you wait for phys ed.
What's phys ed?
Physical education.
Its trenchable speciality.
My mom says I'm a miracle. Teacher's pet. School is really fun, according to my mom. Does you learn the alphabet? The alphabet? That's hard to listen, kids. So you think you're able to survive this mess by being a prince or a princess? You soon see there's no escaping tragedy. And even if you put in heaps of effort, you're just wasting energy. Cause your life has been over to ancient history. I have suffered in this jail, have been trapped inside this cage for ages, this prison cell. But if I try, I can remember that before my life had ended, before my happy days were over, before I first heard the pealing of the bell. And you was curious, so innocent I asked 1,000 questions, but unless you want to suffer, listen up and I'll teach you. I'm here to you listen here, and you'll be punished severely if you step out of line. If you cry, if you don't, you should say at the trouble and remember to be extremely careful.
Why? Did you hear what we said? Just you wait for phys ed. Just you wait for phys ed.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X. Why? Just you wait for phys ed.
Good morning, children. My name is Miss Honey.
Good morning, Miss Honey.
And today's a very special day. Your first day of school. Now,
Can anybody read this?
Me, me, me. Ooh, ooh, me, me, yes, I can. Me, 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 me.
Very well, Nyla. I think we better leave it there, Nyla. We don't want you bursting with blood vessels on your first day. Lavender is the first word. Tomato? No. But tomato is a very good word.
Yes.
Matilda,
I can now read words.
so Matilda, you can read words.
Well, I needed to learn how to read words so that I could read sentences. Because basically, a sentence is just a big bunch of words. And if you can't read sentences, you've got no chance with books.
And you've read a whole book yourself.
More than one. I love to read. Last week I read quite a few.
Quite a few. What books did you read?
Nicholas Nickleby, Oliver Twist, Jane Eyre, The Lord of the Rings, Crime and Punishment, and The Cat and Hat.
Don't be pathetic. Just knock on the door. Enter. We don't just stand there like a wet tissue. Get on with it. Miss Trunchbull, there's in my class a little girl called Matilda Wormwood.
Daughter of Mr. Harry Broomwood, who owns Wormwood Motors. Excellent man. Told me to watch out for the brats, though. Said she's a real wart.
Oh no, headmistress, I don't think Matilda's that kind of child at all.
What is the school motto, Miss Honey?
Bambinatum est magitum.
Bambinatum est magitum. Children are maggots. In fact, it must have been a hare who put that stink bomb into my desk this morning. I'll have it for that. Thank you for suggesting it.
But Miss Trunchbull, I didn't. Matilda Wormwood is a genius.
Nonsense!
I believe that this little girl should be placed with the 11-year-olds.
We cannot simply place her with the 11-year-olds. What kind of society would that be? What about rules, honey? Rules!
I believe that Matilda Wormwood is an exception to the rules.
An exception to the rules. In my school, look at these trophies, see how my trophies gleam in the sunlight, see how they shine. What do you think it took to become English hammer throwing champion? 1969. Do you think in that moment, when my big moment came, that I treated the rules with casual disdain? No, 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 no. If you want to throw the hammer for your country, you have to stay inside the circle all the time. And if you want to make the team, you don't need happiness or self-esteem. You just need to keep your feet inside the line. Sing, children! 2, 3, 4!
If you want to throw the hammer for your country, not to expectation, you have to stay inside the circle all the time.
If you want to teach success, you don't use sympathy or tenderness. Just force the little squid to toe the line. Sing, Jenny!
If you want to throw the hammer for your country, you have to stay inside the circle all the time.
I apply just one simple rule to hammer life and school. Life's a ball, so learn to throw it. Find the bloody line and toe it. Always keep your feet inside. Now get out.
Well, I must tell you, headmistress, that it is my intention to help this little girl. Well, whether you like it or not.
bastard Russians.
Oh, don't tell me you got rich.
They took one look at the mileage on the first car and told me they were knackered. So of course I told them the mileage was so high because of a manufacturing mistake.
So you lied?
Of course I lied.
And they didn't believe you?
Of course they didn't believe me. I've got green hair. And what's this? Another flaming book? And where's the telly?
No, it's a lovely book. Honest, you should read it. I'm
Here's
sure
what
you...
I think of your lovely.
No! It's a library book!
You showed a little brat. Oh, I'm late for my dance meeting with the photographer.
Now get out of here, you stinkworm.
Do we have any super glue?
In the cupboard. And while you're at it, why don't you glue your stupid book to your stupid head?
Just because you find that life's not fair, it doesn't mean that you just have to grin and bear it. If you always take it on the chin and wear it, nothing will change. Even if you're little, you can do a lot too. Must let a little thing like little stop you. If you sit around and let them get on top you, mind just what we're saying. You think that it's okay, and that's not right.
I am you, boy.
I'm a girl. What part of that does he not understand? Matilda, do all those brains in your head give you a headache? I mean, it's got to hurt. All squished up in there. No, it's fine. I think they just fit. Well, I better hang around just in case they start to squeeze out of your feet. I'm love with it, and it's probably for the best if we're best friends. Hi, May! Someone brought a whole can and she got onto Trunchbull's chair. Someone told her I did it, now she's after me. That's not fair!
Once Agatha Trunchbull decides you're guilty, you're squished.
She said she's going to put me in choking. What's choking? They say it's a cupboard in her office that she throws children into. Some with nails and spikes and bits of broken glass.
There's a place you are sent if you haven't been good, and it's made of spice and wood, and it isn't wide enough to sit. And even if you could, there are nails on the bottom, so you wish you stood where the hinges creak and the door is closed. You cannot see swat, not the end of your nose, and then you scream. You don't know if the sound came outward of the scream in your head, even reached your mouth.
Alright, when did this happen?
When you let us go. Why? She's coming!
Quick, go pretend to sleep!
Please don't tell her where I am until the show.
Now!
Where is the market known as Nyla?
Over there sleeping. Well, she's been for the last hour, actually. What?
An hour?
Oh, yes. Nyla suffers from a rare and chronic sleeping disorder called narcolepsy. The sufferer often falls asleep without any warning. Right? Right? Definitely. She'll probably think she's in bed when she wakes up.
Is it time for school yet, Mom? Hello? What am I doing here? This isn't my bedroom at all. Oh, hello, Miss Trunchbull.
Amanda Britt! What have I told you about wearing pigtails? I hate pigtails.
But my mommy thinks they make you look pretty.
Then your mummy is a twit.
Mom,
You, what is your name?
Matilda, Matilda Wormwood.
Well then, Wormwood, you've just made a very big mistake.
Just so you all know, she's my best friend.
Wow!
Completely different costume. Green hair? Oh, well, it's, National Green Hair Day. In celebration of all the wonderful green things in the world. Like lettuce and snot. Tomorrow at 1, sir? Absolutely, sir. Bye-bye, sir. Now that's how you do it. You know what? Looks like we're. I'm going to leave it on.
Who is it? Oh, yes, hello, it's Miss Honey, Matilda's teacher.
I'm a bit busy right now.
But it will only take a moment.
Fine, I'll have you masked.
This is my dance teacher, Rodolfo. We're rehearsing.
Ciao. Parla italiano, bene.
What?
Who is this babe? You know what the interruptions do to my energy flow.
What you want, Miss Chutney? It's Miss Honey, and as you know, Matilda's in the bottom class, and children in the bottom class aren't really expected to read.
Then stop all reading then. Lord knows we've tried.
I'm in the zone, door. I can feel it in my hips. Don't waste this.
I'm not in favour of girls getting all clever pants, miss. See, looks are more important than books. See, you chose books, and I chose books, obviously. Good day.
Stop being pathetic, Jenny. Just get your feet, Jenny. You are going to march in there and give them a piece of your mind. Leave it alone, Jenny. The more that you try, the more you'll just look like a fool. This is not your problem. You've not got the spine. You are a teacher, just go back to school. But this little girl, this miracle, she seems not to know that she is special at all. And what sort of teacher would I be if I let this little girl fall? I can see this little girl needs somebody strong to fight by her side. Instead she's found me, pathetic little me, and another door closes, and Jenny's outside.
arrived. Everything was arranged by the acrobat system, a frightening woman who loved nothing more than to scare the little children of the town. Suddenly, out came the escapologist.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the burning woman hurling through the air. With dynamite in her hair, over sharps and spiky objects, caught by man locked in cage, has been cancelled. No! Cancelled because my wife is pregnant.
No. Just then, the acrobat sister stepped forward and produced a contract.
I paid for the posters, the publicity, the catering, the toilet facilities. Where is my profit? A contract is a contract, and you shall perform on this day or else the principals both shall go.
No! What happens next? I don't know. I'll tell you tomorrow.
Why, Matilda, that is the biggest hug in the world. You're going to have all the air out of me.
Matilda Wormwood, where? Aha! So you admit it, do you?
Admit what, Miss Trunchbull?
This morning, this foul carbuncle snuck like a serpent into the kitchen and stole a slice of my private chocolate cake off of my tea tray.
No, I did not! Miss Trunchbull, Matilda's been here all morning.
Standing up, little spitball, are you? Well, this crime took place before school started. Therefore, she is guilty.
Okay, look, I told Kate, and honestly, I was really, definitely, sort of almost thinking about owning up. Maybe. I was having blocks hold into my belly. The turtle's cake is so good that it's got me down too quick, and now it's beginning to fight back.
You are a crook and a thief, and I shall crush you.
A huge cloud of chocolate gas wafted from my mouth and fully into the face of the Trunchbull.
Bruce Bogtrotter,
Yes, miss?
you liked my cake, didn't you, Bruce?
Yes, Miss Trunchbull. I'm very sorry,
Oh,
but
that's all right. As long as you enjoyed it, that's the main thing.
it is?
Yes, Bogtrotter, it is.
Oh, well, it is. Thank you.
Wonderful. Marvelous. Gives me such a warm glow in my lower intestine. Okay. What's the matter, Bogtrotter? Lost your appetite?
Well, yes. I'm full.
You are not fool until I say you are fool, and criminals like you are not fool until you've eaten the entire cake. No buts. Eat.
Headmistress, he'll be sick!
He should have thought of that before he decided to steal my cake. Eat.
He can't!
Eat. Eat.
A single slice, or even two, Bruce, might be nice. But even you, Bruce, have to admit, between you and it, there's not a lot of difference in size. He can't! You are the man, Bruce! He might explode, he is quite
Well done, Bob Trotter. Good show. Well, come along, Bob Trotter. Oh, did I not mention? This was only the first part of your punishment. There's more. The second part, and the second part is choking.
What? No, headmistress, please, you can't.
Did you really think I'd let myself be defeated by these maggots? Did you? Who do you think I am, Miss Honey? A weakling? An idiot? You?
No, please, not that. Don't make me choking. Not that. No. That's not right. Matilda, thank God you're here. I've been dying for the next part of the story. I haven't stopped to wink. Miss Phelps, where's the revenge section? Wait, is that child at school who's behaving like a boy? Not a child, exactly. Would you like to hear the next part of the story? What are we waiting for? As they prepared themselves for the most dangerous feat they'd ever performed, the acrobats gave her husband a kiss.
Smile. We've done this 1,000 times. First, I escape from the cage. Lean out, catch you with one hand, grab a fire extinguisher with the other, and put out the flame on your specially designed dress before they reach the dynamite and blow off your head.
Sorry. Go on. The trick started well. The moment the dress was set alight, the acrobat hurled over the sharks and spiky objects. Suddenly, the padlocks pinged open and the huge chains fell away. The door flung open and the escapologist reached out to catch his wife and the child. Oh, I can't look! He grabs her hand and suddenly the flames are covered in foam before they can both be blown to pieces.
Hooray! So it doesn't have ending?
No.
No!
No. The escapologist used just a touch too much foam. The hands became slippy and she fell.
Did she survive?
She broke every bone in her body, except the ones at the ends of her little fingers. She lived long enough to have their child.
Love our daughter with all your heart. She's all we've ever wanted.
And then she died. And then things got worse.
Worse? I know, Matilda, they can't get worse.
I'm afraid they did. The escapologist was so kind, he never blamed the evil sister for what happened. In fact, he invited her to stay with them and look after his daughter. The woman was nothing but cruel to the little girl, beating her if she ever did anything wrong, but always in secret, so the escapologist never suspected a thing.
Let's call the police!
Miss Phelps, it's just a story.
What? Oh, yes. Well, I'd better go.
Everyone, gather round. I want my family to share my triumph. Not you, boy.
I'm a girl!
155 old bangers on my hands. How could I possibly reduce mileage to 0? I couldn't very well grab them all backwards, could I? And that's when I had the most genius idea in the world. I grabbed my drill and using my incredible mind, attached a drill to the speedometer of the first car and whacked it into reverse. Exactly. Within a few minutes, I reduced the mileage to practically nothing. A few minutes later, the rocket showed. Expensive suits, dark glasses.
What's the time I turned off? I saw it on a program last night.
That was a program about badgers.
See. And did it work? Fantastical! Now I'll be able to afford stuff for all day long.
But they've trusted you and you've cheated them.
What have we done to deserve a child like you?
You know what I'm going to do tomorrow? I'm going to go down to that school and tell your teacher you're never to be let in again.
What? No!
And if she does, I'll have her fired. And you will never read another stinging book in your life, young man.
I'm a girl!
Now go to your room, you nasty little creep!
The escapologist's daughter suffered in silence, never saying a single word about the evil aunt's bullying. This only led the woman to greater cruelties, until one day she exploded.
You this filthy, nasty little creep!
And the aunt beat her and threw her into a deep, dank, dark, dusty cellar, locked the door, and went out.
Have I been so wrapped up in the grief of my wife that I've forgotten the one thing that matters to us most? I love you, and I shall spend the rest of my time making it up to you.
But when the little girl fell asleep, the escapologist's thoughts turned into the acrobat sisters.
Fooling children is a game, is it? Let us see what she can do when the wrath of a grown man stands before her.
That was the last the little girl ever saw of her father.
What are you doing with those books, woman?
They're for Matilda.
Not on my watch. There's an age for reading and an age for being a nasty little toad. These are toads, aren't you, Bob Trotter?
Yes, Miss Turnbull. Dr. Idea is now good to...
Sit. Miss Honey, you believe in kindness and fluffiness in books and stories. That is not teaching. To teach the child, you must first break the child. Just come in. Stupid. Quiet, you maggots.
But no one was speaking, Miss Trunchbull.
Miss Honey, when I say quiet, you maggots, you are completely and utterly included in that statement. Where's my jug of water?
I'll get it, Miss Trunchbull.
Stupid girl. Look at you all. Flabby, disgusting, revolting, I say. I think it's time we toughened you all up with a bit of phys ed. The school of late has started reeking. Quiet, maggots, when I'm speaking. Reeking with the most disturbing scent. Only the finest nostrils smell it, but I know it oh too well. It is the odor of rebellion. It's the bouquet of dissent. The smell of rebellion comes out in the sweat, and this edge will get you sweating, and it won't be long before I smell the harm of aiding and abetting. A bit of this edge will tell us who has a head for rebellious thoughts. Hold, just like a rotten egg floating to the top of a bucket of water. A whiff of insurance, sexual intent, the rigor breathe, you better protest. The pump bites the odor, the waft of anarchy in progress. Once we exorcise these demons, they shall be too pooped for scheming. Some double-time discipline should stop the rot from setting in. All right, let's step it up. Double time. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is for children who are listening. The misidea tissue is an issue we can face. No mystery, no matter really. Out of mystery is discipline. Smell of rebellion, stench of revolt, Eureka free. Restless closet, resistance, the cost of dissent. No more viral rocking. Let's bring this out the house. The smell of rebellion, the stench of revolt, the reek of insubordination, a whiff of resistance, the pang of dissent. And I will not stop till you are squashed, till this rebellion is quashed. The glorious wetty discipline has won this sickening stench away. A sniveling little newt? Newt! You!
No, not me, miss. I didn't do anything.
Cockroach, you did this, you sniveling little sinner!
Ow! No! Stop! Leave her alone, you big fat bully!
You are not fit to be in the school. You deserve to be sent to the deepest, dankest, darkest prison. I shall have you wheeled out on a trolley with a muzzle over your mouth. I shall.
Have you ever wondered, well I have, about how when I say red, for example, there's no way of knowing if red means the same thing in your head as red means in my head when someone says red? I'm not sure, but I wonder if inside my head I'm not just a bit different than some of my friends. These answers that come into my mind are hidden, these stories delivered to me fully written. But when everyone shouts like they seem to like shouting, the noise in my head is incredibly loud. And I just wish they'd show my dad and my mom and the telling and the stories would stop for just once. And I'm sorry if I'm not quite explaining it right, but the noise becomes anger and the anger is light. And it's burning inside me would usually fade, but it isn't today. And the heat and the shouting
then there's nothing I shall not do, no length in which I shall not go, no punishment I shall not... What is it? What is it? It's heading north. There's a newt in my trousers. There's a newt in my trousers. There's a newt in my trousers.
Well, that was interesting. I think we all better head home while we still can. Would you fancy for a nice cup of tea? So, I have this thing with my eyes. What do you think it is? I can't pretend like I know, Matilda, but I don't believe we should be frightened of it. I think it's got something to do with that incredible mind of yours.
You mean there's not enough room in my head for all my brains and they're going to start squeezing out of my ears?
Well, yes, but not exactly like that. I met your mother. She's unusual. What about your father? Is he proud to have a daughter as clever as you?
Oh yes, he's always saying, Matilda, I'm so proud to have a daughter as clever as... That's not true, honey. He's not proud at all. He says I'm a liar and a cheat and a nasty little creep.
I see. Well, here we are. Home sweet home.
Are you poor?
Well, yes, I am. Very.
Don't they pay teachers very much?
They don't actually, but I'm even poorer than this because of other reasons. I used to live with my aunt, but I was out walking one day and I came across this beautiful old shed. I fell completely in love with it. I ran to the farmer and begged him to let me move in. He thought I was mad, but then he agreed, and I've lived ever since.
But Miss Honey, you can't live in a shed!
I'm not strong like you, Matilda. My father died when I was young. Magnus was his name. He was very kind. But when he was gone, my aunt became my legal guardian. She was mean and cruel, like you could hardly imagine. And then one day, she presented me with a bill for looking after me all those years. She even made me sign a contract to pay back every single penny. She even produced a document saying that my father had given her his entire house.
Did he really do that? Just give her his house?
I find that hard to believe. Just like I find it hard to believe that he would have killed himself, which is what she said had happened.
You think she did him in, don't you, Miss Honey?
I can't say. All I know is that years of being bullied by that woman made me pathetic. I'm trapped.
Let's call the police!
What? No, we can't. We don't have any evidence. Besides, my aunt is much respected.
Who is she?
I can't say.
Who is she?
Matilda, I can't.
Who is she?
It's Miss...
Miss Trunchbull?
Yes.
Today we are going to have a very special spelling test. Any child who gets a single answer wrong will be sent to choking. What are you looking at?
You.
You! Stand up and spell. Let's see. Spell newt.
Newt. N-E-W-T. Newt.
Huh?
Miss Honey's taught us, Miss Trunchbull.
Nonsense. You! Stand up, turn around, and spell the word that you all are. Revolting.
Revolting. R-E-V-O-L-T-I-N-G. Revolting.
speak those words in my classroom. You know nothing of teaching, and I shall prove it. You spell Angelica Maniel Subricolis Timosis.
That's not a word, you just made it up.
Spell or go to choking, and I shall warn you, it has silent letters.
A-M-C-H-E-L-L-A.
Oh dearie dear.
K.
Sorry, there is a silent Z. You're going to choking.
Cat. C. A. F. Cat. I got it wrong, miss. You have to put E in Chucky too.
What?
Y-P. Dog. And me. X-A-B-F-Y. And me. You can't put all spells in the Chucky. Banana. G-T-A-A-B-L. P-Y-T-L-F-D-R-V-S-W. Revolting. P-S-Q-Q-A-S-T. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, X. Revolting.
I got it wrong too, miss. You can't put us all in choking. Come now, maggots. Did you really think I hadn't thought of that? I have a choking prepared for each and every one of you.
Agatha. This is the...
No, it can't be.
Give my Jenny back her house, then leave, or I will get you.
No.
Like you got me.
No.
Run! 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 a letter that said my parents' will had turned up, and I was now the owner of the beautiful old house, once owned by my evil aunt, one Agatha Trunchbull, who was never to see again. The trophies were immediately destroyed, and the new headmistress took over.
And her name was Miss Honey, and it was said to be the best school in all the land.
Matilda was never again able to move things with her eyes. It was because she said she no longer had a need for superpowers, but she was still stuck with parents that were mean and cruel and called her names.
Don't just stand there gawping. We're going to Spain forever, and we're never coming back.
Spain? But why?
Because this big-headed twit for brains sold 155 old bangers to the Russian mafia.
They're here. Hide!
But what if they damage my legs? Not my beautiful legs!
Where is your father?
I don't know.
The woman is a stupid man and sometimes stupid too. That is a very, very stupid and rude thing to do.
Yes, I'm afraid my father is quite rude and very, very stupid.
You seem smart. Sadly, in my line of work, I don't often get to meet smart people like you. The people I work with, they're thinking. It's all backwards. I can have one of my friends teach your father manners, and one day when he gets out of the hospital, he still be stupid, but not so rude. What do you say?
This is a very tempting offer, but I think I've had enough of revenge.
Your father must be very, very lucky to have you as his daughter.
Yeah.
Why don't we get out of here before they change their minds?
Let Matilda stay here with me.
I beg your pardon.
Mr. Wormwood, I would love to take Matilda. I would look after her with love and respect. I'd pay for everything.
You mean leave us up to here with you?
Dad, you told me your daughter?
Would you like to stay here with Miss Honey?
Yes,
And you want to look after her?
I do.
Well, we are a bit short of room, so yes.
Thank you! And Matilda leapt into Miss Honey's arms and hugged her. And Miss Honey hugged her back. And they hardly noticed as the Wormwoods,
And Rudolph.
and Rodolfo had sped away in the distance because they had found each other.